Well, hello everybody. Happy hump day. Here we go. We are halfway through the week. It's all downhill from here. I just wanted to back up for a little bit, and I wanted to say something about yesterday's meal. That pork was without a doubt, I've cooked a lot of pork tenderloins in my day, and that was the best pork tenderloin I have ever had. And I wanted to give a shout out to the Pinterest page that I found it at, which was Carlsbad Cravings. I really didn't change too much about their recipe. I pretty much followed it step by step. It was amazing. So I really wanted to give them props because that was delicious. And I did hear, I heard your comment about would have liked to have seen the finished product. So since on YouTube, I can't give you a picture of what dinner looked like. It won't let me add a picture. What I'll do is right before, we get ready to eat, I'll come live for a second and let you see the dinner table. And that way you can get a good idea of what dinner looks like. Tonight, as you know, it's Wednesday, so it's Seafood House at Mama Khan's house. Young Mister, if it's from the sea, it's not for me, is not here tonight. He's working late. So we're having seafood, and tonight it means fish sticks, which, isn't terribly exciting to most people, but we like it. We're also going to be having, I found a recipe for smashed potatoes, so we're going to have that. And then I am going to do a pan-fried asparagus, because now is the time for asparagus. It is, in season, and it is delicious. So, without further ado, we're going to get started. Before I came online to make the video, I took my baby Yukon Gold potatoes, put them in a big pot with water, and I boiled them for like 20 minutes, 25, I think it was more like 20, but they needed to be fork tender. So then, what happens next is we're going to take a glass and we are going to smash the potatoes. Well, that's kind of satisfying. That is really, seriously, a rather satisfying situation here. You can see why you want the little potatoes or the fingerling potatoes, because, a bigger potato would sort of just fall apart on you. So you have these little ones. Seriously, guys, this is fun. Really fun. Oh, and before I started doing all this, I am preheating the oven to 425 degrees. So we got a couple more to smash up here. They're really going to be squashed in here, but oh well. Here we go. We can kind of make a little more space. Get these last couple in here. Okay, there we go. So we got them all smashed. Whoops. Took some. And all you're using is a plain old glass. Okay, so we got that done. Now, we are going to drizzle these potatoes with some, this is supposed to be unsalted butter. I don't ever buy unsalted butter. Throwback to taking care of my mother, and she had congestive heart failure, so we didn't buy that. So, okay, so we did that. Now we have 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're going to drizzle that over the top. Okay. So we got that. And then I have, let me see exactly what I put in this mixture of spices. It was a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper. That's it. So we're going to sprinkle this over the top. I swear, I thought there was some garlic powder in there, but I would be mistaken. Okay, so this is just salt and pepper. So we're just going to sprinkle this over the top. I can't imagine why, with all this salt and pepper, you would need salted butter, because it seems to me that would be awfully salty. Okay, so now we're going to bake this for 35 to 45 minutes, depending on the crispness that we want. So I'm going to get that ready to go in the oven in a few minutes. I'm trying to time this for when my husband gets home from work. So we'll put that back there. Now, we're going to make a garlic cheese sour cream dip to go with this. So what I have in here is 1 cup of sour cream. To that, I am going to add 3/4 of a cup of freshly shredded cheddar cheese, because you all know how I feel about pre-shredded cheese. And then I have, let me just check, I have 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of pepper in here. We're just going to add that all together and mix that up. And this will go on top of the potatoes. So that's that. So that's where we're at now. These are going to go in the oven in a few minutes, and then I'm going to be pan frying my asparagus. Now what that is going to entail is 1/4 cup of butter, or 1/2 stick, 2 tablespoons, and you're going to melt that in your fry pan. Then you're going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a teaspoon of coarse salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and 3 cloves of garlic minced up. I'm going to add that to the pan that's, you know, is warm, you know, like medium. And you're going to cook and stir that for about 30 seconds till your garlic gets flavorful and you can smell it, gets aromatic. And then we're going to add our pound of fresh asparagus that I've got all trimmed up, and just going to fry that carefully until it is fork tender, and that'll be dinner. So the next time I come back, you'll see what's on the table. So I'll see you in a little bit. Bye.